Wow. I really can't believe it's been 11 years that I've been part of this awesome program. And admittedly, I wasn't as enthusiastic as I am now when I was a little kid. So I would always complain when I would go to the practices. And so my mom came up with this plan that if I participated in my first year, she would buy me this video game that I wanted when I was a kid. And so she won that round. And I ended up participating, and that year it wasn't really my thing still. I didn't really like it. And so the second year, I continued to complain, and I said I don't like the program and that it was boring. And so my mom proceeded to threaten to take away that same video game. And that was the year that I really started to enjoy the program. And after that, I started to ask her if the Nowruz program was going on and if I could be a part of it. And since then, I've really loved it ever since. Without this program, I honestly wouldn't be where I am today. I've grown so much with it, and it's also grown. I remember when I first started, it was just a bunch of parents, and they'd put their kids together, and we were in a Remax center. It was a real estate office. We didn't even have a stage. It was just a lobby. And now it's grown into this huge venue, and that really wouldn't have happened if it weren't for your guys' support and for the hard work of all the parents that helped put this together. So, thank you all.
Spring has always been my favorite time of year, mainly because if there's any time of year to be Iranian, it is for sure during the spring. Nowruz is one of the most joyful and love-filled holidays, and not only have I been lucky enough to grow up in a family that celebrates it, but I've had the immense pleasure of being a part of CCNF since our very first show 13 years ago. And that's something that I'm very proud of, because to me, it kind of feels like this program and I kind of grew up together. I remember our very first show in the Children's Museum when I finally got to wear my lebos sonati out of the house. And now, as I look out at all of you, my heart is so full of love to see what this program has become. I remember one year we did the play Kadu Qelqel Zan, which, for those of you who don't know, is a story of an old woman who visits her daughter every day. But to avoid getting eaten by animals, she sits in a pumpkin and she rolls all the way there. Well, that year I got to be the old lady, and I was so excited that I got to wear this pumpkin costume and roll across the stage that I rolled a little too eccentrically and got dizzy. So I literally rolled off of the stage. But I think the most impactful part of CCNF for me has been the opportunity to teach some of the dances over the past 4 years. People always talk about the joys of teaching, but it's really something that can only be understood through experience. I mean, getting to see some of these kids break out of their shells and try new things and be confident on stage has been amazing for me, but it also really just encompasses what this program is all about. So before I graduate and go off to college, I'd like to take a moment to thank CCNF for allowing me to grow as a person and for allowing me to share my love for Iranian culture and for Nowruz. I'd like to thank my mom for everything that she's done for this program and for giving me my love for Iranian culture. I'd like to thank all of you who continue to support this program. And so for one last time, thank you for coming to the show, and Nowruzetan Piruz.
چونو که میروی آخ چونو که میروی این سو نگاه کن جوم نارنجی گلم رخسار نارنجی ما بیمار تویم ما بیمار تویم دردم دوا کن جوم نارنجی گلم رخسار نارنجی آخ جوم نارنجی رخسار نارنجی قرار مرغاب شدم ز دست نارنجی آخ جوم نارنجی رخسار نارنجی خراب صحرا گرفتار تویم گرفتار تویم رنجیده این دل جوم نارنجی گلم رخسار نارنجی دل رنجیده رای دل رنجیده را از خود رضا کن جوم نارنجی گلم رخسار نارنجی آخ جوم نارنجی